Ho. Ho.
What if I told you that the way you read one of the most well-known Bible verses is completely wrong?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
By the end of this video, you're going to have a whole different perspective on Psalm 23.
He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters.
Because what if, when David wrote about green pastures, he was actually talking about this?
So I have this picture in my house of this field with knee-high grass for as far as the eye can see and this big oak tree right in the middle. And that's the picture that I had whenever I read Psalm 23, especially that line about green pastures. Now, I don't know where you're watching this video from, and I don't know what green pastures means to you, but to David, who wrote the psalm, this was his image of green pastures.
Psalm 23 has always been one of my favorites. It's a beautiful picture of who God is and who He wants to be to us. But it wasn't until I came here to Israel that I saw that there's so much more depth and meaning than I ever realized. And maybe for you, there's more to it than you understand right now, even if you've been reading it your whole life.
So this is a tuft of grass growing in the desert. See, what happens is at night, warm air from the Mediterranean blows across the desert, and when that warm, humid air hits the side of a hill or the side of a rock, a tuft of grass like this will pop up overnight. Now, in this sort of green pasture, the sheep has just enough for one mouthful. Then the sheep has to look to its shepherd to say, where's the next mouthful? And then it looks for the next mouthful, and the next mouthful. In the green pastures that David wrote about, the sheep rely completely on their shepherd.
If you're anything like me, you'd rather imagine a green pasture with knee-high grass as far as the eye can see. But I'm afraid that in that kind of green pasture, we would have no need for a shepherd. In a culture that tells us to value our independence, God is calling us to be dependent on Him, trusting our shepherd to lead us to every mouthful.